No sanctions on Russian gas for now, Eurogroup says. Minister for Finance Paschal Donohoe warns that economic growth will slow this year due to war in Ukraine. The European Union is not currently planning to impose sanctions on Russian gas, Economy Commissioner Paolo Gentiloni has said, amid warnings that the war in Ukraine would slow economic growth this year. Mr. Gentiloni spoke alongside Minister for Finance Paschal Donohoe after he chaired a meeting of Eurozone finance ministers to discuss the economic impact of the war. We are not taking now measures on gas embargo, but in the future I think this is not off the table, and is connected to the evolution of the war, Mr. Gentiloni told the media. I think we all know that sanctions have an impact for the European economy. That if we want to respond to this military action with economic tools, we have to face this cost. If sanctions are extended to a gas embargo, of course, this impact will increase, the former Italian Prime Minister said. Finance ministers of the 27 member states will discuss what fresh sanctions to impose when they meet on Tuesday, amid growing calls for harder action driven by widespread horror at evidence of apparent atrocities against civilians left as Russian troops withdrew from areas near the capital Kyiv. New measures are planned to enter into force on Thursday, in coordination with action by other major economies. The backdrop for our meeting today was the horrifying images of the attacks committed by the Russian army against civilians in Ukraine, Mr. Donohoe said. We are all appalled. And we stand ready to step up sanctions and support for the people of Ukraine. Economic slowdown. Finance ministers had acknowledged that our economic growth will slow down this year, Mr. Donohoe said, pointing to rising energy and food prices, and disruptions to supply chains. Ireland would back measures to hit gas imports to the EU from Russia, Mr. Donohoe said, which have ranged in value between €200 million and €800 million daily since the start of the year.